Alright, this is my first video. It's week 13, season 4, 2024 here in Charlotte. We're on the fixed trucks running 40 laps. It's pretty cold here in Charlotte. The track temperature is only 19.4 degrees Celsius. I managed to grab pole, so we'll have to see how we go. I usually do pretty well in qualifying and then just sort of fall away as the race goes on because I can't manage my tyres. Tyre management's going to be not that important here, I don't think, just because there's going to be so many cautions, but we'll have to wait and see. So, fingers crossed, I have a good race.
Earl, you get the original start since they're going off the flag, please. Roger. Green flag. Outside. Clear. Front straightaway.
We've managed to survive the first couple of laps, so I might start doing a little bit of lifting coming into the corners just to save my tyres.
Outside.
Like the guy in second is
Still
obviously
out there.
not doing that, but I'm not concerned because I sort
Still
of think
outside. Clear.
if we stay green for a good 10-15 laps, the race will come back to me. So, and seeing as it's just us two way out in front, I'm happy to let him go into the distance, and I'll just keep doing a little bit of lifting coming into turn
the track.
turns 1 and 3.
29.704.
Hope that he isn't doing that, because if we stay green till the end, then this really benefits me. Highly unlikely. Stranger things have happened. Normally when I lift to save tyres,
P3 is the fastest car on the track.
it's an absolute caution fest.
29.703.
And when I don't do it, we run green the entire way. Like this guy in the target car, 42. I'm just going to let him go. I'm not going to be, we're going to challenge him.
Yellow's out. Can you see the pit sign now, or to get more acclimated to it, or is it still difficult?
There you go. I only lost one place.
What is that laying up your road right there, that shiny thing? Oh, a small piece of metal, is it? Yeah, why don't you go make sure what that is so we don't get flat leaving. Thank you. Closed right now. Lining up behind the safe car.
And now it looks like the caution's come out at the worst time because no idea where the caution, I'll start again, no idea where the pace car is, we need to let it go.
Pit road is open. The road is open, I might have walked on somebody.
Come on, where are you? Here he comes. That little white car that's just going to ghost through absolutely everyone. There we go.
Pit road is closed.
Always fun when that happens.
Alright, so we're going to have to come around the 14.
So I think I'm in a pretty good position at the moment. I believe it's Elliot, the 16 that's ahead of me, Elliot Newton. So I think he started tyre saving once he got past me, which is fair enough. But Aaron Longworth, who's directly behind me in the red car, the target car, I don't think he was, and he was about to get past me when the caution came out, so hopefully his tyres are a little bit more scuffed. But of course, on the restart he's going to be on the inside, I'm going to be on the outside, so who knows? Who knows how that's going to go. I'd like to think, I tend to struggle a little bit on the restarts, being in Australia and against loads of Americans. The server's in Boston usually, so I usually get the green a quarter of a second later than everyone else, which puts me at a bit of a disadvantage. But as I'm near the front, I'd like to think I can at least hold third if the red car does get the jump.
You'll be on 1 to go. Make sure you're getting yourself something to drink. You're on the outside.
This is usually now where cautions start to pile up, because obviously a few people have had a crash behind us. They've got on the nice fresh rubber and they're going to absolutely rip through the field, and because they're impatient they'll end up crashing. It's obviously far too early to take tyres. We're only on lap 8. Pardon me.
How about you starting already? You ready? Green flag. It's open. The road open. Just an update, past guys are running 38.577. That's what I like to see, man. Get them elbows out. They're good, man. Keep it up.
And Longworth is quite impatient. He's going to want to jump to the front. Come back up, and there he goes. I knew that was coming. Whoa,
Get my man stay on it. Inside, clear low.
I think he got a penalty.
Front straightaway. Leader pit road. All right, buddy. Get
So
out
all
there.
things considered, that's not.
Doing awesome.
I'm happy with that
Park.
because
Like
I didn't lose, didn't
it.
gain.
Get that son of a bitch.
Elliot had a fair bit of pace. So I can carry on saving my tyres. Now what they reckon is around lap 15 is when the high line, right around the top, starts to become into play. I'd like to think we can get to sort of, lap, what are we on now, lap 10. We can get to sort of like lap 20 and we're still green, then should be able to see my tyre strategy come into play a little bit.
Hit my man, put it on his ass.
So I'm happy to let Aaron pull away if he wants. I'm not trying to win the race on lap 1. In saying that, he could just be far quicker than me. He could be doing phenomenal tyre saving. far better corner from me. You really want to get it right down to that blue line, and pretty much the whole race so far I've been missing it.
Meters are running 30.144.
I feel as though Aaron's starting to drop off a little bit of pace. I'm just catching him slightly. Whether that's because of my phenomenal tyre saving, I'll have to wait and see. There's also a little dip coming into 4, right at the end of 3 and 4. Which in qualifying is, you can get loose so easily. Now the tyres are up to temperature, I don't think it's going to be quite as much of an issue, but I'm still a bit hesitant to go absolutely flat out if I can avoid it. Come on, get down to the line, Ian. The white car that you see ahead is Elliot. He was the one that was leading the race, but I think he got a penalty. So he's actually a lap down. He'll be absolutely spewing. I beat him by 1/1000th of a second in qualifying. He came on and just couldn't believe it.
Caution, caution. Save it a little here. Nice.
Like,
cool your tires off, get your fans
looks like
off.
it was the guys directly behind me.
Wrecking in turn 3. Pits are closed. Looks like you should be lining up behind the 10.
Pretty much peak time to pit for fresh tyres. Lap 19. So really that's come out at the right time. There's the pace car. Let's get this thing down. Got to always keep an eye on the cars behind, in case they
road is open.
Absolutely flying up. 45 miles per hour is the pit lane speed. Please no penalty. I'm the sort of guy that'll go way too hot.
Good job, gentlemen. Pit road speed all the way, buddy. About 10 away. 5 away. At your mark now. Turn in, turn in. Leaving on me.
Alrighty. So, basically everyone's pitting, which is fair enough.
Go, 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 go! One more set of tires.
I did see smoke in the rear mirror there. It looks like someone may have spun. But Aaron did beat me out.
Lining up behind the pace car.
So I don't know if the tyre saving really did anything. pitting on lap 20. I mean, this was right around the time where the race should have perhaps started coming back to me, and I sort of started closing down on Aaron, but it didn't seem like that was happening, so... Not all bad though, I'm coming second. Just got to make sure I stay...
Good job, 20 laps to go.
Stay near the front. You just don't want an incident. Like this guy in the yellow behind me's coming right up to my bumper. He's going to be keen, but the good thing is he's on the inside behind Aaron, so I shouldn't have anyone being too aggressive directly behind me. But he might want to come up. You want to be the inside line, obviously, through 1 and 2, but then once we get onto this back straight, if there's a bit of a gap, he's going to want to come right in front of me. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. That's what happened on the restart last time with Aaron. There was a bit of a gap, but I just let off the throttle a little bit just to let him in. There's no point in being right on his rear quarter just to win lap 9. So I'll probably end up doing the same. So again, I might lose another position or so. I'm not that aggressive on the restarts. Again, it just seems to be Murphy's Law. When I'm super aggressive, I usually cause an accident. When I'm not aggressive, I lose 3 positions, but we'll have to wait and see. The other thing is this weaving does absolutely nothing for me. I usually find just putting a little bit of brake.
1 to go.
A little bit of brake in.
Looking like you're going to be on the outside, but you probably know better than I am.
Cruising around, just a little bit of brake, keeping the throttle up. That heats tyres. You can hear the tyre squeal. Sorry, the brake squeal. That usually disappears by the time we hit turn 3 and 4. That means my rears are warmed up. It also saves stupid weaving in and out. I mean, I'm in a bit of a higher split, so most people can usually handle their car here. But if you're in lower splits and people are weaving, just give them as much room as you can. Give them the whole width of the track if need be, because they won't know where you are. And they'll probably spin out anyway. Notice this is a pretty important restart, because it looks like we're getting some pretty good green laps here. So again, a good start is important, just to hold second. I usually let go of the brakes once the pace car pulls off. There you go.
Ready.
So now, keeping an eye on the 42. Once he goes, I go.
Green flag. You got it, man. Come on. You got it. Good job. Fast guy's running 34.834. Inside. Still inside.
That one got such a good jump.
Still with you inside.
I'm surprised he didn't get penalised.
Still inside. Clear inside.
Ooh,
There's a wreck in turn 4.
There we go.
Somewhere. How's it driving there, homie? In the front straightaway. The road is closed.
This is where I start to miss out now, as you can see. And that pace car's got some mad drifting action going there. Yeah, this is where I tend to start to lose out now. You see, like I lost a couple of places on the restart. Not ideal.
Pit road's open.
And again, I'm on the outside again. So it looks like we got, where are we? 16 on the lead lap, but 2 are in the pits. So it could be down to 14 on the lead lap. Doesn't help as well that number 10, Energizer, bouncing all over the place because he's obviously lagging a little bit. Doesn't help. I mean, that's probably the greatest fear of this game. You get stuck behind someone that's disappearing, blinking in and out. Especially on ovals. Usually on the road tracks, the field starts to spread out a little bit, so you can usually sort of avoid them. In ovals, I mean, you get how close we're running here, and we're only on a caution, we're only doing 55 miles per hour. Which is what, about 80? Maybe 90 k's an hour. You have to forgive me racing in miles per hour, and yet I've got track temperature and all that in centigrade.
They could be lining up behind the 12.
Not that you guys are watching this for the weather forecast, to be fair, but I do a little bit backwards. Same with like car setup and everything. I actually use the the American, the Freedom units.
Closed.
Bit of an extended yellow. Looks like people pitted, so that's probably why. We've got a whole nother lap to go around here. So taking stock of the situation, am I a bit disappointed I'm 4th? Yeah, but my car number's 4, so it means based on iRating, I'm rated 4th out of all the other cars on the grid, all the other drivers. So if I finish top 4, I can't really complain. I finished where I was supposed to, but it's a bit disappointing. You can see with the last start, I just got a little bit of a slower getaway than everyone else, and that hurts me. Looks like Elliot, he was the one that started second, got ahead of me, and then had to pit, I'm guessing with a penalty. He's back into the top 10 now, back on the lead lap, so might be interesting to see if he comes through, but looks like we've lost a fair few cars now. Yeah, there's 14 on the lead lap. Trying to see, it looks like from Rob Love, 18th down. It's 21 cars, yeah, it looks like from Rob Love down, looks like 4 people have dropped out.
Oh, 1 to go.
Oh, 1 to green again.
So we should be on the outside, right, fellas?
Outside
4,
yet again. And it looks like Aaron in the last restart, it looks like he was a bit slow to get away himself. Either that or Justin Lamb in the 1. I mean, he just took off. Absolute raider knots. Could have been a bit of both, because I think I get a little bit held up by the Energizer going into turn 1. Sort of looked like he could have dropped down, but decided against it. I could have done the same, actually. I could have cut in front of the 12 who's next to me, but I gave him room. I mean, we're only a little bit past halfway when on that restart, so again, if I lose one place, I lose one place. Of course, winning a race is great, but I'm not. I'd rather finish top 5 than go for the lead or try and hold 3rd halfway through and spin out, and then suddenly I'm battling for 16th or something.
All right, kick some ass out there, boss.
Looks like 13 laps to go. Let's see if we can stay green. That would be really nice.
Pace car's off, boss man. Be ready.
Once I see that one go, I am out of here.
Green flag.
Here we go. That was a better getaway. Little bit of tyre slide.
At your door. Fast guys are running 34.15 gate. Still inside. Still inside.
Giving him room, but there's tons of room behind, so
Still inside.
I'm not going to battle him forever.
still
Right,
inside.
I'm just going to let up a little bit. There you go. You can go
Clear.
through, man.
Clear. Outside. Still outside. Outside quarter.
Those two are in trouble. Oop. This is not looking good. Looks like one hit the wall coming out of turn 4. Now these two are side by side, so I'm in danger of sort of losing touch with those front three if these guys are going to continue the battle, but...
Caution. Brett, tell me about your car real quick. Closed.
That's never going to happen. Again, another couple of places lost. This is the disadvantage of living in Australia. Just like dropping places unnecessarily. I mean, really, that's the disadvantage of running this series.
Behind the 14.
Yes, I know. Having the cautions, of course, you just the restarts are just pushing me further and further back. I mean, I should be racing in the ARCA. All year I've been racing in the fixed, just to sort of get used to the car, the truck rather, and obviously get into that mentality of driving fast. Because usually with the fixed, because the races are so short, you you tend to find that people are a bit more aggressive on the fixed. So I might start running the open setup next year. Slightly longer races, cautions aren't quite as debilitating. Doesn't look like anyone's taking a...
You're going to have to come around at 5.
Which I don't blame them. So few laps left.
5. Get the lucky dog. But I have a lap car coming on the outside.
I'm usually not too bad actually on the mile-and-a-half tracks. I think I prefer the short tracks though. I've had a fair few races on the shorter tracks, and I tend to enjoy them. You tend to get into that rhythm. I've done a few sort of league races on the short tracks, and I tend to just sort of get in that zone, doing lap after lap after lap, you know, just hitting the brake markers over and over again. The mile and a half sometimes, I'm not terrible at these, but because of that very small amount of lag that I have, I tend to avoid the super speedways like the Daytonas and Talladegas. I usually run a race just to get the activity, you know, where you get the $5 if you complete nine races in a season. I tend to just run one. But yeah, I mean, they're too chaotic for me. So the mile and a half's that sort of that middle ground. But definitely the short tracks. Short tracks, you'll whenever a short track comes up on the schedule, I always run it. Places like Bristol, things like that. I mean, I don't really enjoy.
The road is closed.
And yet again, I'll be coming around and starting on the outside. This has just been one of those races, I think. Looks like we've only got 11 on the lead lap now as well. But I'm starting to drop back into this squishy middle. You never want to be in the squishy middle. That's where people take risks, do stupid moves, way too aggressive. And even if you're doing everything right, you can get caught up in it. In saying that, last week was Atlanta, and I was second or third, I think. And it was all my fault. Came out of turn 4, I was on the inside. There was a car up high, I knew he was there, but I thought he was further back. And I moved up towards the wall, and he
behind the 14.
clunked me on the rear corner, and I went around hit the wall. His race was actually over. He was done, he had too much damage. I could continue, but I was 2 laps down, I think.
1 to go.
So it would be nice to have a better race this week. And there's 6 laps to go now. I mean, this has got disaster written all over it for me. I can tell people are going to be so aggressive. For sure, we're going to have another caution. We'll have a green-white checkered finish. I'd go a little bit harder on the brakes as we'll really get some heat into those tyres, because we're going to have a little bit of a wheel spin on the start. And it looked like the Energizer car of Aaron, number 10, looked like he did as well. He got a bit squirrely on the restart last time. And now with another few laps on these tyres, it's almost certain it's going to happen again.
Alright, let's not be smart. Get those tires scrubbed in, bud. Get them cleaned up. Get ready to go. Try to get a little bit of heat in them. Oh man, pace car's off. Drive smart there. Ready, green flag. Fast guys running 35.752. Inside, quarter. Still inside. Still inside. Still there.
Ooh, he's getting close.
Still there.
I'm going to let off slightly because I just don't want to race side by side. Ooh. And he looked like he lifted slightly. I took that corner flat out. He clearly didn't.
5 to go. Nice job, bud. Nice job. Keep it up.
I feel like there's a joke there that the Energizer car's bouncing all over the place. I'm going to have to take a bit of a defensive line here, just because of this guy coming up right behind me.
One inside.
He got it.
Still inside. Still there. Inside. Inside is clear.
Dropping like a stone.
Inside. Still inside. Clear him.
17 behind me had to lift off then. I think he thought he had me. He probably got a little loose as well. It's like a 6-way battle for the win right in front of me.
Here we go.
The one's just decided to mow the grass, and we've got a nice lapped car coming up as well for good measure. This has got absolute disaster written all over it, but he gets out of the way. That's nice of him.
Inside.
Now I lifted because of that guy.
Still inside.
17's having another crack, but I...
White flag this time.
Don't you spin out, eh?
Just an update, fast guys are running 30.133.
There we go. I'll take 7th. Bearing in mind, I'm always going to lose a few places on the restart. So I'm pretty happy.
Great job.
Pretty happy with that.